I have shown to you and described and explained how the drama triangle plays out, and now I have a little role play for you because it's so much easier when we can see it play out live. And the drama triangle, it's so interesting. You have the three roles of, you have the victim, and then you have the rescuer, and then you have the perpetrator. And these roles play out inside our fucking head all the time. And now I'm going to show you an example of how they do this. So, for example, we feel stuck. And we feel like we're going crazy, our mind is spinning. So it feels like, oh, I gotta fix something. I gotta change something. So we're first kind of over here because it feels like I'm stuck. I'm not in a good place. So I'm in the victim role. And then suddenly I'm over here and I'm in the rescuer because I gotta fix this situation. So it's like, oh, I really, really need some food. I need to eat something. I need some kind of distraction. Please, can you just, the victim, can you please just distract me? Can you give me something? And the rescuer's like, I'm here for you, baby. I'll give you something. I'll give you some food. I'll give you some candy. I'll give you TV show or scrolling your phone, exercising, working, meeting friends, whatever you need to get out of this feeling that you're feeling. And the rescuer's like, oh, thank you. And then you have the perpetrator. And the perpetrator is this, it's the sound inside our head that is like, I'm so tired of you, can you please just stop it? You're so annoying and you're whining and you're not able to do anything. And here we are again with all of this drama, all of this shit. Can you just get over it and get yourself together? If you don't recognize yourself in this, great for you. But I'm quite sure that a lot of people do. So I have some alternatives for you. And that is the empowerment dynamics. I've been talking about that. And that's also three rows. So over here, you have the victim, and now suddenly this part is the creator. It's a part of you that is like, oh, hey, but that's right, I can do this. I can do this. I can handle my feelings. It's gonna be okay. Ooh, I'll just take some breaths. Ooh, what do I actually need? Okay, I can just breathe into this. Maybe. Okay, it feels a bit, there's a lot of intense feelings. Yeah, it's a bit intense, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And then over here, instead of a rescuer, now you have the coach. And the coach is asking, like, what can you do? How can you do this? Which steps can you take? Because you want to go in this direction. And when you're in the rescuer, you're taking all of these side roads and you're not really doing what you want to do. So how can you do it? Which steps can you take right now? Maybe you want to do some somatic work because it seems like you're a bit stuck. Maybe you want to do some breath work. Maybe you want to meditate. Maybe you need to walk or dance or, move your body. Maybe doing some yoga because, releasing the tension in the body and moving it a bit. Not rescuing, but staying with it. One step at a time. And then, instead of the third role, instead of the perpetrator, we now have the challenger. And the challenger is quite cool. The challenger is the role that is like, you can do this. You're so tough. You're so strong. I believe in you. Yeah, one step at a time. Come on. You're doing it. It's really kind of cheerful and it's patient, but not too patient. But it's kind of like helping you walk those steps towards where you want to be. And when you have these three roles, and especially the victim role, it feels like this hopelessness, the stuckness. It doesn't feel so good to be in these dynamics. And now I came with an example of how we do this inside our own head. But we do the same thing in other dynamics as well with the people we love at work, politics, world crisis. You can probably see it, but it's good to start here because it really impacts our lives, and it feels so good to challenge it and do something else instead. Yeah. And this also goes into parts work, because suddenly, you can see these two parts of me, the scared part, which is, the little child who's scared, who don't dare to. And that's the victim, he's like, oh, I'm so scared, can't do it. And then the perpetrator, is the excited part of me who's impatient and just, it's like, please, can you just do this? Why is it so difficult? Like, again, you're showing up and like things are taking so much time. I just want to go. You idiot, So these are two parts of me. And then the third part, the rescuer, is, oh, come on, you guys, like, let's not fight. Let's just have harmony and peace and be all kind to each other. Like, why are you fighting? And then it comes in and it's like, let's just watch TV. Let's just eat some candy. You both like that. But actually, it's not what neither of them really wants. The victim, the maybe sad, scared part of us needs to be held and just have some compassion, while, the perpetrator in us is like, I really need some progress. I need something to happen. I'm so tired of this, So none of them is really, having their needs met. But they can meet each other and they can help each other. Maybe the perpetrator part of us is a bit too impatient. It has a bit to learn from the scared part. But the scared part is a bit too scared to go alone. So, the excited perpetrator can maybe be like, let's go together. Let's walk together. Let's do this. Isn't that quite cool? I think it's so cool. It's such a good way of meeting ourselves. It's a good way of meeting other people. And it helps us to wherever we want to be. If you want to hear more about this, you can check me out. I got a podcast. It's called Magefølelsen, which is in Norwegian, aka The Gut Feeling. And I'm on YouTube and I do workshops. I'm also a coach. And I love digging into the root cause of things and figuring out how to meet ourselves in a compassionate way instead of beating ourselves up, because we have so much potential. And that can make us a bit impatient. It can make us beat ourselves up, but that's not necessarily how we get to where we want to be. It's just so much easier if we can do it with a bit of compassion. And the world definitely needs more of that in the world. So there's a lot of win-wins. Have a good day.